Sophia, and I will present about Hong about Hong Kong port. And the content of today we will briefly talking about the last time content within current status of Hong Kong, analysis of the cause of the container port congestion problem fix, and review the port's current smart port policy implementation and effectiveness analysis. And after that, we will focus on advantage and disadvantage of the present smart port strategy. And finally, improvement measure proportion. So first, I will briefly talk about the first third part. First is when we talk about the Hong Kong port, we will talk about the Victoria Harbour. It's one of the primary harbour between Hong Kong Island and Colon Peninsula, and it's very famous and very the most important container logistic processing center in Hong Kong. They have the 9 container terminals with the 24 berths, and there are 5 container terminal operators in here. And in a year, per year, the total handling capacity is 18 million TEUs. And besides that, the Hong Kong port is also core is the time critical cargo because they have very high efficiency, strong international connection. They have a good efficient customs and advanced container handling, storage, and distribution facilities. And however, in Hong Kong, as we can see the transit here, almost the container throughput in the Hong Kong port is a transshipment. It means that Hong Kong is the big gate for the connect the sea and the mainland, especially in China mainland market. So they play very important in the supply chain map in the world. However, 2023 Hong Kong container terminal is fallen down of the world top 10 import utilization and competitiveness. But in the because the reason is because now the ship is more bigger, and also that because the big ship they need to redesign the route more efficiently, and two of the 3 main routes they decide that Hong Kong is not the good destination for their routes. So it make the container throughout the Hong Kong recently it reduced, and also make their position it reduced too. However, Hong Kong port still work very effectively because their port congestion is takes a half day, and the maximum is 1.5 days. And for the cost of, because Hong Kong is, we still feel that the Hong Kong still have a very good, very smooth processing. So we back for the cost of the container port congestion for their problem. We can back to the 2019, the period with the COVID-19 make the strongly affect to the supply chain for the both supply chain in over the world, and find out some reason make lead the port congestion in Hong Kong. First is global supply chain distribution, and second is because they be quarantine, so it means they cause the shortage of the manpower. But also that because the transship cargo ports, so the cross-border transportation block make them issue it more serious, and also that because it affects all the routes, so it means that the shipping schedule delay and shortage of an empty container make the congress to not only Hong Kong, another, so it caused the domino effect, make all the part merely the issue and affect to the others. And finally, it increased the pressure on the global port. And after that we can find some issues still remain in Hong Kong port. First is their port operation. The limit of the port in the hand is difficult to implement fully automatic terminals. And when the terminal processing capacity is insufficient or temporarily demand increase, the congress may occur. And besides that is the change of the global shipment market, the impact of the nearby ports, and even weather or emergency situation also can cause the port congestion. And next, we can review the smart port policy of Hong Kong. Actually, after the COVID-19 pandemic, Hong Kong government faced directly their issue, the current situation, and after that they really the first time they officially mentioned about the smart port in 2021, and two years later they have strategy. They another strategy to improve the marine and port development. But besides that, they also understand that their limit of in the lane. So they need also to strengthening the logistics to make sure that their port operation or also the logistics need to collaboration is more efficiency, and that they also launch an action plan on model logistics development strategy. And besides that, they also and in this period they focus on digitalization and automation with now the just single window still on building and finalization. Finally, they think about their force of human force, labor force. So they start to focus on very small cities, and they hope that maybe 10 or 15 years later, they will be their main labor in this industry. And now we continue with advantage of the present smart port strategy of Hong Kong and my sister.
Hi, Tara. I would like to introduce the advantage of present smart port strategy for Hong Kong Port. The first advantage is digitalization and automation to enhance efficiency. The Hong Kong Port has introduced remote control rubber tire gantry crane, and an automated container stacking system. The technology will provide a more efficient and safer working environment. The second advantage is establish a smart port community system. The system will enhance the data flow and the sharing. The future and the expected benefit of PCS. Real-time cargo tracking. The PCS will provide a one-stop, round-the-clock, real-time cargo tracking system that integrates sea, land, and air transportation information, streamline the cargo delivery process. The second benefit is electric information and the document retrieval. The system will reduce paperwork. The third benefit is port data analysis. Advanced data analytics will be incorporated to monitor port operation, improving decision making and operational efficiency. The fourth, data sharing and collaboration. The PCS will provide collaboration and enhance overall the industry. The third advantage is support for green port development. Hong Kong is moving to a green port that reduces greenhouse gas emission by at least 20% by 2030, 70% by 2040, achieve zero emission by 2050. They also study about the possibility of green fuel. The fourth advantage is religion, cooperation, and the infrastructure advantage. This refers to use infrastructure project to connect Hong Kong and Guangdong. It can expand its logistic network and a more efficient cargo transshipment.
So let me do the disadvantage of the Hong Kong port, and we separate for two parts. The first one is the slow implementation. And the first reason is the port operation are not yet fully automatic. Most smart port strategy remain in pilot, or its terminal perhaps are still in limited trials rather than the full wide development. Due to some reason like the high initial cost and investment rates. And as we can see the picture on your right hand, because the location port of Hong Kong is here, and due to the competition of the nearby port, and will also reduce the cargo of volume. And second one is the lack of unified platform clearance. The picture here can show that Hong Kong port is jointly operated by multiple port terminal passenger transport operators, and different terminals and logistic companies use separate IT systems, and making the real-time data sharing and integrate difficult. And third, a slowly policy implementation process, because policy implementation requires coordination among multiple departments and can be bogged down by bureaucratic approval process, and particularly for infrastructure projects. And second reason is the port hinterland, because Hong Kong port has 9 terminals covering an area of 2,079 hectares, and due to the limited hinterland area around the port, it is difficult to explain logistic parts, automated yards, or set up manned driving test sections on the large scale. And smart facility often requires a lot of space, and because of the Hong Kong's geographical condition limits the space for hardware upgrades of the smart ports. And let me show some improvement measures. The The first one is nearby port cooperation strategies. Establish a system to strengthen cooperation with nearby ports, promote logistic distribution and coordination of transshipment to shorten the strategic time of container at terminals. Second one is finalize the PCS to promote the data sharing and between shipping companies or customer workers or the terminal operators to improve the overall transparency of port operations and reduce the administrative and waiting times. And finally, reason is to encourage the business using extended digital solutions. In order to promote the development of smart ports, encouraging business to using extended platforms and the system to establish the better connection and fully consider to opinions all of the parties on data sharing to promote more effective data exchange to improve the cargo handling efficiency. And that's made and to share the conclusion for us.
For the conclusion, first one, we need to repeat that actually.
Oh.
We can see that Hong Kong ports still have very good, work well, and their congestion issue is not their big issue, but they still need to improve their efficiency, and so that in general, for their smart port policy, we have some suggestion for our conclusion. First, we think that they can establish an organization or authority, maybe named the Smart Port Authority, because there need to be a lot of stakeholders will work together to make this smoothly. So it all, especially is government organization or authority, so make the working paperwork inside is very complicated, and if they any delay on which step, it may easy to cause effect to the other. So they need to organization can have an oversight and streamlining approval for the smart port in initiatives and infrastructure projects. So it's a critical step to cut through and to set the time, and also they have the more clearly the action when especially when the unexpected happens. And second is we know that the technology and also the technology both the huge budgets, so they also need support of financing. We maybe set up a port innovation fund and offer financial incentive to increase the investment in automation and digitalization, while the mitigating financial risk for operation. And finally is human resource, because if they are slowly moved to the fully then slowly move to automation, that it means that they need to labor force with only maritime knowledge and knowledge. Also have it's not only knowledge, they need to experience, and finally they need to familiar with technology. So this one is this urge the Hong Kong port to adjusting requirement to attract the right talent and offer strong training and retraining program. The goal is to ensure enough capable staff to run, maintain, and improve smart port system while promoting the culture of learning and innovation. Here is some reference for you if you want to get more information, and thank you so much.